My name is Kristijan Jarc. I'm the Chief Digital Officer of Salzburg AG. Salzburg AG is a multi-utility company. So that means we have a kind of, let's call it multiverse, where we have energy, where we have water, telecom, public tourism, so a lot of different areas of business lines, and where we handle today around about 2 million people. So we have to really transform into a customer-centric organization. On the other hand, what we see is the kind of decoupling. So we have to be faster with business. So we have to really work on decoupling the whole business lines to act faster. And the third one is we really have to aim into green tech, green technology. That is really important for us because the customer wants renewable solutions, renewable energy, and that's what we're aiming for that. On the technology side, there is also decoupling, get rid of all the monolith systems. One face to the customer is one of our major programs currently, because what we're here trying is to have a customer-centric application or app, mobile app, what we're building. Yeah? So get rid of all the silos where the customer get one portal, one app for car charging, one app for energy coaching or whatever. So we want to bring this together in one solution, in one application, and the biggest benefit for the customer is to have a seamless dialogue with us. So he can really he has one app, and then he can get his invoice, he can charge his car, he can check his tariffs, he can open a ticket. So to bring all the services and solutions in one application, which is really how you see today in a banking app, as an example. The biggest challenges in such a program is, first of all, I would say the organization itself, because we have these functions inside of an organization structure, and I'm not sure if you're aware with Conway's law, you build a lot of times you build software as you build it as a company structured. And so we have to get rid of that. We have to think overall structures and have to build this in a kind of one seamless integrated process flow. And you have to convince other people to think cross-functional, to work cross-functional, and then you get the best benefit for the customer. So that's a completely new approach how to do such a project. If we start such a program and we first really focusing on the vision and let's say also mission and the whole preparation with the roadmap. Because from my experience, and I'm doing this now for a few years, and we have this clear visualization, which is also for me one of the main parts in the whole division, because what we built was really a visualization which we can now show to the customer, we can show to our internal stakeholders, we can show it to the employees in the company, and everybody has a clear understanding what we want to build. And I think that's one of the greatest outcomes, because now everybody in the company understands what's the goal of the project. If you don't have a good preparation, you will always have problems in the whole time of the project. I figured out in all the projects I've done in the last years, if you don't have the right setup at the beginning, you will suffer all the time with this wrong preparation. And here it was really important that we're focusing on the customer focus. That was, I think, really important to understand. We want to really bring value to the customer, not to the internal people. That will be more the second priority. Therefore, we did these value packages. We did a really strong road mapping, which the scope for the next 3 years, but we know we have to adjust it. So you don't can make this in stone and then let's go for the 3 years. You have always adapt that. So I think that's good. We have a roadmap on one hand, but the other hand we can adapt our value packages and bring this better together and see what will be the result, and then we can change if the customer have some other requirements. I think that's also really crucial for this program. And then in the second line, then we adapted and put the software applications to these business capabilities. So that was really good because the business has a good understanding for it, and also the tech guys understood, okay, yeah, that's what we're aiming for. And I think that was a really good approach which come by Hycom, and I really love this approach. The helpful part for building this architecture was on one hand to analyze what is on the legacy system side, then what are the business capabilities and what are the new technologies. And then to bring this together in one architecture picture so everybody understands, okay, that's the new way to go. And then you have to explain this for all your different target groups, so for the business guys, for the tech guys, for the management, and that's why we build that together in this vision as a kind of overall architecture, which is in some cases really deep diving into the processes and deep diving into the different technologies. And so now we have a really clear picture of the different technology, also kind of Lego modules which you can put together and maybe also exchange. Yeah, sometimes you take maybe a already existing system as a Lego module. The next time you take something new, and maybe in 3 years you can exchange one of the modules with a new technology. And so we have now this kind of, let's say it, best blueprint, and we can now adjust and work with that. We're building this app which a customer can do everything by on his fingertips. So that means we start on the customer, but then we're really going through every process and establish the full end-to-end automated process. And that will really affect the whole company because we will getting more satisfaction by the customer. We will be more efficient into the process. We can measure the process better. And what we're building is a software solution where we can grow as a company with new products and new services. And that will really change the whole company afterwards. So if you're talking about digital transformation, then I see a lot of projects who fail. And I think the biggest issue on that is that it's only looked from a technical point of view on the transformation. And I think if we look about digital transformation, then we really have to look from strategic perspective on that. We have to look on the business value and then on technology. And that's important. And transformation, it's always driven by business value and customer value. And technology is only the enabler to do it. I think, and that's important to understand that.